everyone, and welcome to the second episode of A Recipe of Information, where we look at different sources to find what works well for finding healthy recipes. Today we are going to be looking at the web-based video sharing platform of YouTube. What will work well and what will fall short? We'll find out as we research, cook, and evaluate. Let's get started. We are on the YouTube landing page, and up at the top there is a search bar where we're going to type in our search, which is healthy recipes. The first result is called 7 Healthy and Low Carb Recipes, and it is created by the channel Tasty. In the lower right hand corner you can see that it is 4 minutes and 17 seconds long. So that means they're going to teach you how to make 7 recipes in 4 minutes. That means it's going to be moving pretty quickly. So that's something to think about when you look at these, the title and the timing and how they fit together. As we're scrolling, we can see the majority of videos are that same quick record format, and a lot of videos are about what people eat or their vlogs, so they're not all instructional. So keep that in mind as you're scrolling. Another thing to mention is that just because something says it's healthy doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy for you. So if, say, you are keto or something else, you should put that in the search to find things that are going to be a little bit more tailored to your needs. I'm going to be honest, I find YouTube a little bit messy when it comes to searching. There are filters at the top, but what I found is they did not really help narrow down my options at all. Instead, they just gave me more of the same kind of video. When it comes to cooking, what I use YouTube the most for is how-to videos, like how to peel garlic. What you'll get is concise, short videos on how to do something, which can be really helpful if you are a visual learner. So even though YouTube isn't the easiest thing to search, I am going to cook the very first thing that it gave me. The zucchini with ricotta is calling my name. So now I have to watch the video, write down all the ingredients, and then go to the grocery store. That is what makes it a little bit different than a written recipe. So let's try it out. I'm here in my kitchen, all ready to cook, and I've already found an inconsistency with using YouTube. On the screen you can see it says 7 healthy and fat-free recipes, but the actual title of the video is 7 healthy and low carb recipes. Low carb and fat-free are not the same, and since there is cheese in this recipe, I'm guessing it's not fat-free. So I just watched the first step, and they shaved a zucchini in like 10 seconds. I don't have that ability. The first step is done, and I'm on to the second step, which is cooking spinach, but it doesn't tell you what kind of heat the pan should be on, for how long the spinach should be on. It just basically stirs it and it's done, which I don't think is how spinach is cooked. I happened to pause it right at the assembly part because that's where I think this could end up kind of funky looking. So let's see. Not fantastic, but it'll do. And now it tells you to put marinara in a pan. I wish they had told me that before, so I had someplace to put this. These are just about ready to go in the oven, and as you can see, something happened that was not right. It didn't tell you how many slices that you needed to make out of your zucchini, so I didn't have the right amount, so I improvised with these little roll-ups. Also, it just told me now, after everything was done, to heat the oven, so I have to wait for it to preheat. Well, the process was kind of a pain. They do look pretty good. Today, we are starting with the cons because I feel quite strongly about them. This was a process. To begin with, the filtering options on YouTube didn't help me at all. I did not get any closer to finding healthy recipes by using those. The second point, food-based videos move so fast. The pacing does not make it so you can actually follow along, which means you have to rewind and it's easy to get lost. Another thing I want to point out is that when you start one of those videos that has 7 recipes in one, you don't know what you're going to get when you start off. You just kind of have to watch the video and hope for the best. And alas, anybody can make a YouTube video. I'm making a YouTube video right now, so just be aware that the person who's teaching you how to cook might not be in authority. All right, so there were a lot of cons, but there are still some pros to using YouTube for cooking. To start out with, the how-to videos can be amazing. If you're looking for something specific, like how to cut a mango or peel garlic, YouTube will offer a visual way to do that task. YouTube is also super entertaining. If you like to look at food, which I know I do, YouTube's great for that. And if while you're watching one of those videos, there's something you think you might want to try, if you take what you found on YouTube and put it in a Google search, you can probably find the written ingredients and recipe, which is way easier to follow. In fact, that is what I overwhelmingly recommend you do if you find something on YouTube you want to cook. So, it's not all bad. My concluding thoughts: YouTube can be great for a little spark of inspiration, but actually following the recipe is pretty difficult to do.